Hello everyone and welcome back to the F1 Ultimate Career, where we're taking ourselves from zero to hero. Today we have the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here in Yas Marina. Obviously it was the finale for last season where Alonso won his third world title, but this season it's the penultimate race and Alonso has already won his fourth world title, and Ferrari could win their first constructors title since 2007 when it was taken off of McLaren for Spygate. But yeah, let's see what happens here today. I think McLaren need to beat Ferrari by 26 points, if I remember that correctly, if they even want to take it to the last race. They are 69 points behind Ferrari, so again it's going to be pretty hard work to catch up with the Scuderia. Anyway, yeah, Yas Marina, we had a really good race here last time. Like pace-wise, obviously I think we span on the first lap, went right to the back, and then fought our way back to 9th place to elevate us ahead of Antonio Liuzzi last season, who, yeah, he was very good in that Force India, and to finish ahead of him in a Virgin was a great success. But we're in a Sauber this time, so we should have even more pace. Alright, let's go to qualifying for the penultimate race of the season.
You've taken some slight damage to the front wing. You should be okay to stay out.
Oh, that's not a good start, is it? Smacking the bollard into T3 there, and that is really gonna ruin this run. Shall we try and get some slipstream off of Kamui? Thank you very much. Yeah, not the best start to qualifying. Let's see what we can do, and if it's just fully off the pace, I'll have to come in, but this could be one set of options ruined already, sadly for us. Not a good start. One more corner to go. What's it going to be? Our first lap, obviously with a damaged car, to 136.6. Obviously, no idea where that's going to land us within the pack, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna come in now, regardless. Yeah, I'm gonna come in now anyway. Try and preserve these tyres, get a new front wing, and then go again, because I feel like I won't be safe if I stay with this run.
Great job, we're through to qualifying too.
Okay. Somehow finished P1 in that session. I thought that was not a very good lap, obviously with damaged front wing too. But a 10th ahead of both, well, Button, Alonso, Hamilton and Massa. So wow, okay, we do have a good amount of pace this weekend. Nico Hulkenberg doing well to be up there in 8th place in his Williams. Obviously Williams and Force India in a fierce battle for 7th in the constructors at the moment. It's going to be important for Williams to extend their lead. It's the first time in a while that they've been ahead of Force India, so they've clearly got the momentum in their favour. There's Pastor Maldonado up in the top 10 as well. Anyway, who hasn't made it through? It's Daniel Ricciardo, sadly for him, in the Toro Rosso. Like we were saying last race, Toro Rosso are just struggling this season. They're probably the worst midfield car, and they're going to be scared of getting overtaken by one of the back markers, as Virgin are only 4 points behind them. So if someone like Sam Bird or D'Ambrosa could do well tomorrow's race, and they could close that gap to Toro Rosso. But Alguersuari's still in it. He's in T13 at the moment. But yeah, usual suspects down there. Senna right at the back, sadly for him. Obviously he's scoring his first point of the season in India, but we're talking about Abu Dhabi. Let's go to Q2. Alright guys, you know the drill. 3 minutes to go. We got 2 chances here to get into Q2. Rosberg is the barrier as always. I think I just saw Webber down in P15, but he's clearly improved as Vettel goes to provisional pole. Alright, let's try not to hit this bollard this time. That's much better. Alright, let's crack on. Speak of the devil, I'm going to have to try and pass Webber with a DRS overtake here if I want to complete my first banker lap. Sorry Webber, you've already set a lap. So it's my chance now. Thank you very much. I keep having to actually overtake these AI in qualifying. It's not going well for me. Great. We've got the other Red Bull ahead of us now. Vettel, come on, you've just set the fastest lap in qualifying. I'm getting impeded here. Come on. What are you doing? All right, that's our first lap. What's it going to be? Oh, just inside. Just inside the top 10. Alonso down there in P9 at the moment. We've shunted Al-Ghashwari out of the top 10. Can anyone make a reaction and get into this top 10? Let's try and get a little bit further up.
30 seconds left in the session.
Oh, that's way too deep into these chicanes, and it started stuttering. We've only found half a tenth on this lap, and that's definitely going to be some time lost there, but we still have those two last corners to make up some time where we got impeded by Sebastian. So let's try and get this right. We're catching up to a couple more drivers up here. Looks like a McLaren up ahead. Don't think we're going to be catching them in time for the finish line, but this is it. Needs to be an improvement, but I think we could be safe regardless. There's a Williams just up ahead. I think it's Hamilton. Anyway, across the line.
Great job. We're through to the shootout.
Nice. A slight improvement gets us up into P9, so a little bit more security for us there. So yeah, up into the top 10. Thank you very much, Sebastian Vettel. Like we said, impeding me, but provisional pole so far. It doesn't look like there's any real surprises in the top 10. Al-Ghashwari just missing out to Alonso, and you'll see Adrian Sutil, he's back in the Force Indy. He's replaced Karun Chandhok after his poor showing at his home Grand Prix. Nico Rosberg down there in P13. His disappointing season continues. Sergio Perez, my teammate, 14th. The two Williams can't replicate what they did in Q1. It's 15th and 17th for them tomorrow. And Kobayashi, again, struggling in qualifying. All right, let's see if Alonso can get back towards the sharp end. Let's see what happens here in Q3. Just finishing up our first lap here in Q3. I think we were only a tenth and a half off Webber in the first two sectors. So can we get through these last two corners without any trouble? Up to the line. Is it going to be close? Oh! Within a tenth of Webber. Second place, yeah, real good, really good pace from us. A lot better than Q2. Kind of matching what we did in Q1. Or oh god, maybe open the DRS a little bit too early there. This is it. Finding time everywhere. Can we get pole position here today? Still finding time here. Up a tenth or so in the first two sectors. That's gonna be nip and tuck with Mark Webber here. This will be for my first pole position, I think, of my career. So just keep going. God, stuttering's here. Bit wide. Oh, for God's sake. Stuttering's really put me off. Oh, that's it. Surely it's over. Couple more corners to go. Can we? Oh, way too wide. Yeah, that's it.
Great session. We're set on the grid for tomorrow's race. That puts us in a really strong position.
Yeah, just trying a little bit too hard at the end there, maybe. Pressure getting to me. P2 though, we're on the front row for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix tomorrow. What a showing from us. And yeah, that Q1 session clearly showing us that we did have true pace today. But tomorrow's a new day. Let's see what happens. Mark Webber though, on pole position once again. Well done to him. Jenson Button third, Alonso fourth, Vettel, Heidfeld, Kubica, Massa, Hamilton and Petrov. Pretty disappointing again from Lewis Hamilton. So let's see if he can make his way through the grid tomorrow. Alright, well, the grid's set. We're in P2. Let's see if we can get our third win of the season. Come on. Alright everyone, it's time for the penultimate race of the 2011 season here in Yas Marina. We line up in P2 for today's race. That's sublime, to be honest. Abu Dhabi, again, strong track of mine. So yeah, let's see if we can convert this into at least a podium today for the team. Let's have a quick look at the strategy. As always, starting on scrubbed options and then go to another set of options for the first stint and then primes and primes to finish. Well, we all know the grid. My teammate down there, P14, hopefully he can make his way up towards the top 10. Realistic damage was pretty prevalent last weekend, so let's see if that comes into play once again today. But 28 laps to come. Let's go. Second last time this season. There he is, Mark Webber on pole position. Let's see if we can dive him up the inside into T1. Lights out, and away we go. We're posturing towards him already. That's a poor start for Webber. I think we're going to have the inside here. Oh God, that bollard's been very nice to me. Thank you very much. P1. We've got Webber down the inside. Obviously, the old boy not reacting to the lights properly. And there we go. P1. Thank you very much. Let's try and run away with this now. Already a 1.5 second gap to Webber, but the car full of fuel. Feeling so lazy into those technical corners there. But yeah, very nice start. Exactly what we needed. And it looks like everyone else got a clean getaway. So much different to India last time out. All right, let's try and navigate this chicane nicely for the first time. Sweet. Thank you very much. I think Alonso's just got past Button for third place. Might be wrong, but yeah. Decent gap to Webber. Let's try and utilise this Kurz battery properly. We've only got a couple laps to our first pit stop, so I'm not sure what everyone else is running in terms of strategy and the amount of stops. But, oh dear, I think something's happened in the pack as top four have just cleanly broken away from the rest of the pack. So yeah, not sure what's happened back there.
Webber's really going for it. He just put up a new fastest lap.
Well, Webber is on fire in these first couple of laps.
The car behind's closing in.
Yeah, these tyres are not feeling good at all. But we should have enough to defend from Webber as DRS is enabled this lap. But he's definitely quicker than me at this point, and here he comes. It's going to be a little bit too far back to make a move, surely. Yeah. Okay, we just need to make sure we stay ahead. Things like that are not going to help our cause. Webber's even closer this time, but we've got Kurz to use in our defence, so should be right for now. But once we get to the pit stops, I feel like Webber could overtake us there. Yeah. Car does not feel good at the moment. You know what? I think I'm going to come in this lap. My tyres are absolutely shot. They do not feel good at all. These scrub tyres that I used in Q3 really not holding up very well. So I think I'm going to come in this lap. That's not the right option. Right, let's get this pit entry correct. God, I can't even get this right. No, we're going to options. We're going to options. Jesus. Right. That's sorted. So, I think we're the only person to come into the pits so early. I don't know where we're going to rejoin. It's saying around 10th place. As there's Danny Close in P10. Jesus Christ, what a start from him.
Watch out for traffic as you rejoin the track.
But he's got a massive group of cars behind him. Where are we going to rejoin in the midst of this? We got Close on our inside, I think. There he is. Oh, God. Oh dear, oh there goes Maldonado.
Option tyres, you have 2 stops to go.
Did I rejoin ahead of him? Oh, that's my fault, isn't it? That is my fault. Yeah, that's an unsafe rejoin from me. Yeah, that's an unsafe rejoin from me. Well, sorry Maldonado. I'm going to think of a penalty to give myself. Because, yeah, I've just completely destroyed Maldonado unsafely. So, yeah, I feel like if I don't get a penalty from the stewards, I'll give myself my own penalty. Sorry, guys. Got Hulkenberg attacking me now after that crash with Maldonado. Yeah, both had DRS, so it's pretty easy to defend from him. I'm either thinking of giving myself a maybe like a 15 or 20 second penalty at the end of the race, just stopping for 20 seconds and then crossing the line, or I can give myself an extra pit stop. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully you guys will understand why I'm giving myself this penalty. The game has clearly not understood that I rejoined unsafely onto the track after I ran wide and completely took out Maldonado. So yeah, I'm going to think about a penalty to give myself, and we're going to crack on. Well, we're going to try and get past close as soon as possible. I'm thinking about a dive bomb here. I'm thinking about a dive bomb. It's not too often that we get to dive bomb someone, but Danny Close has sadly been the victim of that. So thank you, Andy. Stole the words out of my mouth. Up to P9 now. No one else has made their pit stop yet, which is a little bit worrying. Even without the penalty, I don't think my strategy is too good at the moment. It's all started to unwind for us, isn't it? Yeah, 6 seconds up to Massa, but I feel like everyone will be coming into the pits imminently.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
Alright, here we go. There's Webber coming out of the pits. There's a couple of more drivers still out ahead of me. I think they're all prime runners. So yeah, I think there's like some Massa, Petrov. I think Alguersuari's up there as well, if I can see that properly. But we're actually rejoined 3 seconds ahead of Webber, so the undercut has worked. Alright, Sergio into the pits, not Kamui. Yeah, we've actually re-emerged 3 seconds ahead of Webber, so yeah, undercut working, but yeah, still yet to give myself this penalty. So I think what I'm going to do is give myself an extra pit stop. So I think I'm going to come in on the end of this lap and then do maybe 7 laps each on a set of primes. So yeah, sorry everyone, but I feel like I deserve a penalty after taking out Maldonado.
Go now.
There we go. Extra pit stop has been completed. We're going to be rejoining 9th place by the looks of it. Sweet. Okay, 9th place isn't as bad as I thought it would be. We've got D'Ambrosio up in P10. I'm not sure what's happened to the rest of the midfield. Okay, a complete carbon copy of what I did, and knuckly. Knuckly? What the hell is knuckly, Duggan? Come on. Luckily, no one was behind me. So yeah, P9 now. This is where we are on merit after our quote-unquote penalty. So yeah, Alguersuari up next. Lap 19, it says to stop next, but I think I'm going to come in around P15 or P15. Oh my god, my head's gone. Lap 15 or 16 will be our next pit stop. Getting close between us two. I thought DRS was going to be in that second part of the straight, but clearly not. So I rinsed the rest of my curves before realising that DRS wasn't there. But we are all over Alguersuari now. We've caught up to him, and we kind of caught up. So I think it's Massa up ahead, who's got Petrov, I believe, ahead of him. So yeah, these guys ahead of us, not too quick, but I think they are on worn options, the majority of them. I presume that they'll be coming in pretty sharpish, but yeah, lap 11 now. We've got Danny Close up in P9. I've somehow moved up to P8. I'm not quite sure when that happened, but I think someone ahead of me must have retired, so not quite sure who that was. Hopefully it wasn't one of the Red Bulls for their sake, but anyway, P8, I think we're going to get past Alguersuari anytime soon here. Well, Alguersuari's ridden the sausage curb there a little bit, and we've got a huge run on the Spaniard. We're going to go round the outside. Thank you very much. use of KERS, and that is an overtake. Thank you very much. Up into P7 now. So up next, like I said, Massa and I believe it's Petrov. But they're battling quite hard, so it could be quite tough to get past either of them, to be honest. But oh, as I say, that Massa's lost a bit of his front wing, maybe on the back of Petrov. Is getting feisty. Hopefully this racing continues.
Closing in on Massa by a second a lap.
Yeah, we are so much faster than these two ahead of us. There's a couple more people into the pits. There's Alguersuari behind us. Yep, thank you, Andy. Yeah, all over these guys, but Massa just not fast enough to get past Petrov at this point, which is kind of, well, not ruining our race, but haltering our progress, more like. So yeah, Massa just can't get past Petrov. Yeah, we are, Andy. Oh my God, there goes Massa. I was having my own incident, and Massa has had his.
One of the Renault cars ahead of you.
Thank you very much. That's a nice little freebie once again for us. So we're up into third place.
Has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far.
That's not Duressa, that's Kobayashi, Andy. Anyway, up to Petrov now. I know, Andy. Thank you. All right, Petrov. We know.
Temperatures are good. Let's try to keep it that way.
All right, give it a rest. Right, Petrov, 2 seconds. We know we're a lot faster than him, but I think I'm going to come in my next pit stop, either this next lap or the lap after that. All right, finally in for our next pit stop. We've got Petrov in right ahead of us, as our pace kind of stunted in these last 2 laps. The tyres were really going off. Obviously, I was initially set up to do 9 laps on those primes, and they felt horrible after 6 or 7. So anyone doing the 2-stop today is going to suffer. But as you can see, Petrov, he's on options, so he's going to be a little bit quicker maybe in this stint, as we rejoin just ahead of Alguersuari. We don't leave the track.
Only 1 stop to go.
And we've stayed ahead of him for now, and he's actually overtaken Massa, who I think, oh no, there goes Alguersuari, cold tyres. I was just about to say that he passed Massa after Massa changed his front wing clearly. But now Alguersuari's got back past us. We're in the DRS, though. Can we go down the inside perhaps? No, not quite. Don't quite have the confidence to go down the inside there. He's going to run over the sausage curb, though. Can we get a good run on him here? Don't want to use all of our KERS. Well, of course I'm in his dirty air. I'm up his rear as we go side by side towards the chicanes. Andy, can you stop talking? Oh my God, shut up. Right in the middle of when I'm trying to get past Alguersuari here. He's talking about benign stuff. Just shut up. Jesus Christ. Right. The battle continues with myself and Alguersuari. Obviously, I've come to blows with him multiple times this season. Obviously, back in Hungary when we took each other out in qualifying. And I think it was the next race in Belgium where we came together too. So, oh God, Massa having a... Jesus. Nearly taking both of us out there into the final corner. Who goes for an overtake there? Absolutely no one, apart from Massa if you're insane. All right. Need to calm down. Still got Alguersuari right here, and I think I'm definitely faster than that at the moment. Here we go, we're very close to Alguersuari this time. Get the slipstream off of him. We're going to go one way and then the other around the outside. So we're going to have the racing line into this corner, onto the brakes as late as possible. And thank you very much. Up into P6 once again. And we've got past both of those guys. And I think Massa's going to have trouble getting past Alguersuari now. These are going to be some really important points for Toro Rosso if he can bring this home. So once again, hopefully I haven't cursed him, but it'll be good to see him back into the points. Oh dear. Well, it was a matter of time until a Renault lost their front wing and Petrov has slammed into the back of Adrian Sutil. What was he thinking there? And that is his race ruined as Sutil also comes into the pits, so we're going to go up into 4th place. Thank you very much. As a Button now. And Alonso, I think, coming out of the pits. So Kubica takes the lead of this race. Here they are, Alonso and Button. They're finishing the race on option tyres. Well, is Alonso on options as well? He is. So it's a straight race to the end for the win there, it looks like, between Alonso and Button. We are coming in this lap for a new set of primes. And yeah, we were chipping away at that gap between ourselves and Petrov before he slammed into Sutil. So we should hopefully rejoin again in P5 as yeah, it's been a little bit of a lonely middle part of this race, but we got what, 6 more laps to go after this one. So yeah, very keen. Hopefully still being able to bring home some good points after starting in second, leading the race for the first few laps, and then yeah, came all undone when we kind of swiped across Maldonado. We did a Maldonado on Maldonado, so yeah, sorry about that, mate.
There's some traffic at the pit exit. Watch out as you rejoin the track.
Well, Andy's telling me that there's traffic, but I don't see any. I think we've massively overcut Sutil.
So look after your tyres.
I presume Sutil had some damage to his front wing, so yeah, we're up into 4th now. Getting close to that podium. Kubica's up there, nearly 5 seconds up the road, so we've got a bit of work to do. But anyway, I'd still take 4th after what's happened to us today. One more sector to go of this race. We're already on lap 28. Literally nothing has happened since I checked in last. We've been slowly creeping towards Kubica, but it's going to be, our efforts are going to be futile in the end. But Fernando Alonso back again on the top step of the podium today. Well done to him, beating Jenson Button in the end in their race to the finish. Looks quite close between those guys. It's going to be close between myself and Kubica for that last place on the podium. Yeah, should have been better today. Just poor driving at the start.
Really well done. That's 12 points.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah, 12 points is still a good haul to bring back to the team, but starting in second and leading, yeah, should have been at least on the podium today. But like I said, Fernando Alonso wins yet again this season ahead of Jenson Button. Less than a second between them. What a race that must have been up at the front. Then Robert Kubica, well done to him to get back onto the podium once again this season. Adrian Sutil on his return after Chandok deputising in India. He's up in 5th place. 10 really important points for Force India in their fight for 7th against Williams. Felipe Massa in 6th place. So I'm not sure what the Constructors is saying, but I do believe Ferrari could be Constructors champions too. But we'll wait until we get to the standings to confirm that. Again, another good day for Renault. Vitaly Petrov up in P7. Al-Ghashari, well done to him to get his Toro Rosso into the points with 4 points for those guys. Sebastian Vettel P9, and Hulkenberg gets the last point on the top 10, sorry. So yeah, at least Williams got something from this race, and it's going to be very close between them and Force India for that 7th place in the standings. Nick Heidfeld missing out on points today, P11. Lewis Hamilton, not quite sure what happened to him this whole weekend, to be honest. He's down in P12. Nico Rosberg 13th, Danny Close 14th, who was running as high as 8th at one point. Couldn't bring it home, so he is in 14th. Daniel Ricciardo 15th. My teammate down is 16th. Not a great weekend for him either. Bruno Senna 17th. Trulli, Heikki Kovalainen, Sam Bird, Kobayashi and D'Ambrosio. And we have 2 DNFs. It was Webber in the end. I should have caught that earlier. Yeah, Mark Webber from the lead of this race. He got back past me after I served my penalty. And yeah, what do Red Bull have to do to win a race this season. They've only got one more chance in Brazil next time out to actually do it. And if they go a whole season without a win, that is going to be a massive, massive disappointment for them. And Pastor Maldonado, yeah, I'm going to have to go apologise to him after the race. But yeah, that's it for today's race in Abu Dhabi. Let's take a look at the championship standings. Alright, here are the standings after today's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Just confirming, Fernando Alonso has won this World Drivers' Championship. The gap is back over 100 points. It's 119 points back to Lewis Hamilton, which is insane. And Jenson Button over the 200 point mark now. Webber and Massa separated by 11, and ourselves and Vettel only separated by 7. So it's actually doable. Our form recently has been very good, so we could steal 6th there. We could. Elsewhere in the midfield, Vitaly Petrov has made his way back past Nick Heidfeld for 11th, and Adrian Sutil, after an incredible P5 today, makes his way up 3 places up to 13th, and is the first of those sorts of teams and drivers to get into the 20 point mark. And yeah, look at the Constructors standings. Ferrari have been confirmed as World Constructors Champions. Well done to them. They are 85 points ahead of McLaren, and yeah, it is secured for them. So yeah, I mean, they've deserved it. Alonso has been incredible this season. What's he won? 9 races out of 18. So yeah, well done to them. They deserve it. McLaren coming up short this time around. We're on 160 points, 32 points behind Mercedes and 29 ahead of Renault, so we should bring that 5th place home, which, like I've said before, is an incredible achievement, kind of considering how bad Sauber were last season. And Force India have made their way back past Williams again, only 4 points but between them now, and that fight for 7th is going to be very, very close. Well then, again, realistic damage coming into play once more. It's been pretty brutal in these last couple of races, but there is only one more race to go. It is a dead rubber in both standings, but there are going to be a lot of stand-ins throughout the field. So it's going to be a mixed up roster for the last race of the season, make it a little bit special, as there's nothing really to fight for. Maybe personally fighting with Vettel for that 6th place in the standings, but other than that, both the championships are decided. So yeah, we're going to throw in a lot of special characters, a lot of new guys. So yeah, Brazil should be really, really exciting. And if you did enjoy that race, please leave a like and subscribe if you would like to join us for the final time in 2011 in Brazil next time out. Take care.